I must not pastor with you, or you must not pastor with me. But are you willing to support me? Marriage is spiritual, and that's one thing people should understand. You don't just marry because someone is beautiful. You don't just marry because someone is nice. You don't just get married because someone is handsome, is tall. There must be shared values, and this is the reason why there must be exactly.
I think God made it easy for us because He said the woman is coming to help the man. Now,
Exactly.
this helps it. I know sometimes women don't like to hear that, but that is the original intention. That is just the constitution that is guiding marriage.
Exactly.
So there must be a place of helping this person, which means both of you agree on a thing.
Exactly.
Now, you can have something else you are doing, but you must come to the place of agreement.
Exactly.
So that helping there, what I see in that place of helping is that you're coming to do one thing.
Exactly.
So which means your core value should be, about oneness. Which has to
and unity of purpose.
Unity of purpose. So
Yes.
you cannot be divided spiritually and want to do unity of purpose together.
Sweetheart, there is this scripture that just came to my mind.
Okay.
It's so amazing, this discussion. When we talk about unity of purpose, Paul writing to the church at Ephesus, that's Ephesians chapter 4. As that's verse 7 or 8, he was telling them about how he needs them to be united in one mind. Of course, he was telling them there is one spirit, one God, one church, one body. And then even when he was writing to the church at Corinth also, he told them in chapter 1, he was letting them understand how divided they were because they were not of one mind.
Yeah.
And of course, this has to do with vision. Just like you said, when two people are coming together to achieve a common goal, a woman is coming to help. So which means if I'm coming to help, it means that it's one thing. In some situations, maybe the woman is one that has a larger chunk of the vision, and of course the man is coming to support. So whichever way, we are all coming to support one another. It must be geared towards one goal, because this vision is what is going to affect every other area of our life, ranging from emotional intelligence to intimacy to trust.
So the beautiful question now is that what are we coming to do in marriage?
Thank you.
What is marriage all about?
Well,
is it just to have sex, have children?
Exactly.
What should be the central purpose of
exactly?
marriage?
So
is it just for companionship? I know these are part of the things.
Exactly.
But what is that thing that is, the central focus?
Yeah.
Which should be, because sex, there are things that, the feelings are not always there.
They're always there, yeah.
The children are also there, but the children grow up and they leave, which means, and when they leave the both of you that started the marriage.
Yes.
The marriage is between you and your husband or your spouse, your wife, not between you and your children.
Exactly.
Your children will still grow up to go find their own marriage. So in terms of marriage now, there should be a central focus.
Exactly.
So which means sex and children and these things,
they are just secondary. Yes,
they are secondary. But this happens to be what a lot of people, or mostly young people that wants to get married, see. They see the sex, they see the children, they see the fun, but the vision most times is not there.
Yes.
Which is actually what keeps them together.
The vision keeps you together even when the love isn't there any longer, like the emotional tinglings. And because of course you have a whole lot. Marriage comes with a whole lot of things, like you've got bills to pay, you've got kids to send to school, take care of your children. There's a whole lot of things to do.
Okay,
and that's one thing. Many a times when people move into marriage relationship, not having vision in place, they now get so entangled in secondary matters, because the vision that brought us together is number one reason we must be looking at.
Okay, let me chip in so that we won't go so far from it. Okay, like vision, we talk about vision. What can we say? Visions. How can people really know that this is the vision? Because now we are in ministry, we are ministers, so we have a vision of bringing men into Christ and transforming the lives of men.
Yes.
That's our central focus. That's our vision. So what about people who are not pastors, they are not leaders? Okay, maybe could you say that vision is maybe building a facility or a company,
Vision simply means a picture of your expected
your
future,
dream.
your dream. You have a picture. There's something that you're expecting for the future. You're building something. It could be a dream, it could be a ministry, it could be a business, it could be a career. There is something, is a picture of your future, of your desired future. So this is what I want to become. This is this is where I'm going. This is the vehicle that drives my life. This is the reason, my purpose for being alive, my vision. So this is where I'm going, and then I'm looking for someone who is going to accompany me. One with just 1,000, two is going to put 10,000 to fly. So because I know if I'm with this person, I'm going to achieve more. I'm going to do much more. It's going to become much more better with this person. So I wouldn't want to let my emotions get along, override my sense of reason, of course. I will need to put my head so clear so that I'll be able to think right, and then be with the right person that is going to help me get to the right destination. And of course, it's not just about you. It's not just about my vision. It's about, like, of course, it's two people who are sharing the same vision together. So you must be able to get someone who is also going in the same direction.
More like, the person must find their vision in yours too.
Yes, of
like
course.
They have let's say it's kind of related.
You find your vision in me, I find my vision in you.
So it has to relate.
Exactly.
It has to be closer. Okay, let me put this way. Can some visions agree?
Yes.
What are the likes of visions now?
No.
My mind now.
Okay.
And that thing is, someone that wants to be a farmer, for example, you love farming, you love agriculture, and you just want to farm. Now you happen to be married to a pastor, like I'm married to a pastor, so let me use myself as an example.
Okay, yes.
So, and this person is so interested in farming, but this, you're getting married to a pastor, or you're getting married to someone that is doing something else. Now, you see, farming is good, and ministry is also good. So these visions, how can they agree?
It's simply, there's no rocket science to this. It's all about you understanding what you're coming into the life of someone to do. Some people don't even, their vision is not having someone that they share the same career with. Some people, their vision is they're just looking for a woman to be by their side. Some people's vision is companionship. Some people's vision is, could be anything. Some people's, that's why the guy that said, I don't care whether you're a Christian, I think we can work together, because being church may not necessarily be the issue for him. But for you, church is an issue for you. Are you understanding me? So that's where, like I've always said, communication is very important.
Yes.
You have to sit down to understand. Like for me, when I wanted to get married, I didn't just, there were quite some people around me that loved me, and which I also loved, but love wasn't enough for me. I needed a woman who could, fit into the picture of what God has called me to do. And then I was very careful at selecting that person. There were things I looked out for, and when she showed up, I was able to find those virtues in them, in her, and definitely I went straight on. You understand? So your vision may be different from my vision. So you have to sit down, find out. Let there be an agreement on vision. So what are we pursuing? Some ladies just want a man who can just take care of their children. That's all. They don't mind if the man is working in Shell and they are working in Union Bank. We can have two different careers. It doesn't mean that our vision could be that we want to build a happy home where our kids are going to be well trained. Different people have different reasons why they do what they do. But the most important thing in vision definition is it must be something that both of you have come together to agree on.
Okay, I can put it this way, that even when you are pursuing what you believe is your vision, there should be that space or that place of agreement that has to do with support.
Of course,
that has to do that has to do with that unity, that place of supporting the affection. Because I believe that what God saw in Adam when He sent Eve was the fact that Adam was alone. So he needed that companionship. Like some marriages today, you see people that because of vision they are living apart. They are not together. So they are just there. Maybe they are comfortable with that. But I believe that there is that place of coming together to meet this person's personal needs,
Exactly.
ensure that this person is fine, healthy, and strong to pursue their vision. Because it's not necessarily that supporting someone's vision is that you will have to be doing exactly the same thing the person is doing.
Exactly.
It could just be to add value to their emotions, help them believe in themselves,
Exactly.
strengthen them when they are weak,
but
so that they can be able to achieve that vision.
Exactly.
And that becomes that place of unity and that place of
course.
oneness, of support. No?
When we come together in relationship, we ask ourselves, what are we looking out for in this relationship? What am I here to do? It's one of the greatest questions you ask yourself when you want to enter into a long-term relationship, like a marriage relationship. Just like we said, I must not pastor with you, or you must not pastor with me. But are you willing to support me? Because everyone is looking for who is going to support them. Everyone is looking for a cheerleader.